So many cats here. Sugar plum fairies.
Boop.
Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome to CHMA, broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramartiarians area or at www.chmafm.com.
Which is on the internet.
Beep, boop.
Which isn't a tangible thing you can hold?
I don't think so. Well, no, I don't think so.
Huh.
I'm not, honestly, not entirely sure.
Fair enough. Do you think the creators of the internet were like, someday people are going to walk around with access to this in their pockets?
0%.
Yeah.
They were like, we can communicate between these two massive machines very slowly.
Wild.
Talking about massive machine, that's me. And going slowly, that's also me. This is Ground Control at YMC Midgic Airport. You're joining myself, Air Traffic Controller Thomas.
A machine!
I'm a very massive, slow machine.
And me, Air Traffic Controller Luke, a small organic being.
Nice!
Join us for the next hour?
As we watch the skies, listen to some tunes, chat, and we'll be done by and by.
Yeah.
Someone I turned off. Has that ever happened?
Well, if you're a giant machine, according to you, so machines just shut down sometimes.
Sometimes.
Maybe you needed a little soft reboot there.
Reboot.
Yeah.
So Luke, we're talking about weather.
Ah, gosh, it's just terrible.
That's
the winter is, folks, for you, this is Sunday evening at 6:04, but for us, this is Thursday afternoon at 5:01.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the snow's going down real fast.
Yeah, there's little snow left.
You know this because it's happened in the past for you.
Yes.
But for us, it's right now. And
the snow is still going.
It's the level of snow and the level of my satisfaction with what's happening are similar. They're both dropping real fast.
Real quickly.
So you know what? I refuse to let go of winter.
Yes.
So I'm going to make another
bold prediction,
researched weather prediction, and say we're gonna get a good winter storm on Tuesday evening.
Nice. I hope we do.
Yeah, a lot of people hope we do.
Yeah,
and that's the slowest evening for flights here at the airport, so we won't lose very much.
You know what? I like that. I like that for everyone. Hey, you want to listen to a couple tunes?
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay. So
have you been deep in the mines of tune finding?
No, I've been scraping the surface of tune finding.
Oh.
Mostly because someone already did the deep dives for us. And that's the wonderful people.
The list?
Yeah, that's the wonderful people over at the ECMAs. So ECMAs 2025 is coming up. It's in Newfoundland this year. In May.
Imagine that'll be meek and mild and barely celebrated.
Because of the weather in May in Newfoundland?
I don't think they're worried about the weather, man.
Well,
they're going to have a time anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Newfoundland. They know how to host an event.
They're going to have a fun time.
Yeah.
So I was looking through, thumbing through some of the best ofs that have been put forward for this year. So let's see what we have. First, now, I'm going to get this wrong. Le Hey Baby.
Babies. Yeah, but you nailed the lay this time.
Yeah. And the album is
hey, you got. So you were...
It's like 2 out of 3.
And you got the album right. So, you're killing it.
But I'm not going to get the name of the song right. So it looks like Suez to me. Like, you know, Soyez.
Yeah.
Soyez. Fier.
Proud. Or, proud's close.
And then after that, we have Claire Siobhan with Flair.
Hit it.
1, 2, 3. Static almost louder than the music. Static getting louder every time the wipers wave. Crying in the car as I drive home. 'Cause wouldn't you know I'm no good with change. Passing tall men and tiny cars, we're headed towards the bridge that takes us home. Little lights on little boats, and here I am behind the wheel alone. Catastrophe takes a hold of me. Simplicity is lost. Easy is never easy for me. Relief is not worth the cost. As the needle breaks the skin, I wince and take my medicine. That's 1 week down and 80 years to go. If I live to be 100, won't I just be 1 big scar? Promise you call the papers, tell them I grew old. Passing other brave women driving transport trucks. It's just girls on the road tonight. This tired life that we're living, they're just trying to make a buck. I'm just trying to make it home alright. Catastrophe takes a hold of me. Simplicity is lost. Easy is never easy for me. Relief is not worth the cost. I keep trying to tell myself that this is something I need, but I know that without it I can still get around. The tree in my backyard so heavy with its new summer leaves. So don't you ever try to tell me change won't weigh me down. Catastrophe takes a hold of me. Simplicity is lost. Easy is never easy for me. Relief is not worth the cost. Change won't weigh me down. 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 Change won't. And the heaviest bar, it's full of birds now. It's full of birds now. It's full of birds now. Full of birds now.
What great music that was. Just the best. Hey,
Yeah.
sports,
Oh,
they're happening.
are they?
Almost constantly at all times, I think.
Is that somewhere in the world a sport is happening
I think
all
so.
the time?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's got to be statistically likely.
Yeah. And
It's
if
a
not,
big
like,
world.
pretty close.
Yeah, especially if you put in all those kind of half sports.
Yeah. Like chess.
I'd put chess up ahead of poker.
Really?
Yeah.
What about what was it? Competitive XL.
Competitive XL, it's a bit of a reach.
Amherst, Nova Scotia.
I've heard of that place.
They have a lad, Jacob Melanson, who has been called up to the NHL.
Oh,
So
that's
Seattle,
where they play hockey.
Pardon?
That's a hockey thing.
That's the big hockey one.
All right.
So the Seattle Kraken phoned Jacob Wednesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So that was yesterday afternoon for us, but last week for you folks.
And they said, get Kraken.
Yes. He'll play for Seattle in Nashville tonight. That's Thursday at 9. That game's in the past for you folks. But the 21-year-old will be playing the final 19 games of regular season for Seattle. Melanson was selected by the Kraken in 2021 NHL entry draft. Melanson played Bantam hockey with the Truro Bearcats.
Do the Bearcat? Oh, sorry. I was off key and off time and everything.
For the 2016 to 2018 seasons.
Bearcat is definitely a team where they just went into the team names box and pulled out.
Like, they just pulled out two animals. And
yeah. Which is similar technology to like how 80s metal bands got their names.
Yeah, Steel Panther.
Yeah, you just had a box of elements and a box of animals. One of each.
Yeah, Def Leppard.
Yeah, now we're Copper Kitty Cat.
Yeah. Oh.
We're Iron Lion.
I like it.
We're Lead
Lion.
No, you're not going to get that alliteration every time.
Also played for the Amherst Ramblers.
Yeah.
Selected 15th overall for the Q draft, where he was drafted by the Ramparts, but played for the now defunct, or moved, I should say, after the Acadie Bathurst Titans.
The Acadie Bathurst Titans.
Melanson was then drafted in the 5th round in the 2021 draft, where he's been playing in Sherbrooke for the Sherbrooke Phoenix. Waiting to get called up. Here he is.
Now's the time.
He has been called up before.
Okay.
So you can kind of go back and forth if you're a two-way player, which you would be right now. Like a two-way contract.
I'm not sure what that means. You don't mean that he can play offense and defense?
No, that's another type of two-way player. No, this would be a two-way contract where he can be kind of sent down to the minors.
Okay.
So not everyone has that kind of in their contract.
Okay.
So he can still be moved back and forth. But in the Kraken preseason game on September 26, 2022 against the Edmonton Oilers, Melanson received the first suspension in Kraken history with an illegal check to the head against Oilers forward James Hamblin. 2:42 remaining in the second period. He received a match penalty and was suspended for 2 games.
Huh.
Etched in history.
Is he a bit of a ruffian? Is he a?
I don't think so. He was probably just excited to go out and play. All
right,
going out and playing a preseason.
I don't know.
Game.
Are there still like enforcers in hockey? Like, are there still goons? Or
I don't know. I've heard
that kind of gone away.
I think it's gone away for the most part. No, I'm sure there's some.
Like when I watched hockey in the very early 2000s and late 90s, that man, the goons and the thugs and the enforcers, they were superstars.
Yeah, they were the big boys.
Yeah.
And, you didn't want to mess with them.
Yeah. I never played a ton of hockey. I'm not sure if I've told you this before, but I played like a little bit in university at like club level, not like university level, but just like pick up hockey once every couple weeks.
Yeah.
Or I think we played every second week or something.
Yeah.
And we played with a guy who was an enforcer for like the Moncton Vetoes or something, higher than average level hockey. Yeah. But it was always amazing that like you talk to other people and it's like, yeah, he was a goon. But it's like, even at that level, the goons are very good hockey players. Like compared to the rest of us, he was an exceptional hockey player. And I mean, he still had the love for the sport. Was still like, I can get extra ice time every second week and go play with like these guys that go, showed up every time.
That's awesome.
Still loving the game.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good for him.
It was.
That's the sports. We got a couple more songs.
Do we?
We do. Let me take a look at what we got. We got My Status is the Baddest.
Oh, yes.
That's by Old Man Ludica.
Yeah, you know I love Mr. Ludica.
Yeah. And then we have D. Hernandez with Blessed after that.
All right.
Okay.
You're going to have to give me a bit of Blessed.
tells the story of family love? Detectives, alcoholics, and the saints above. Who tells the story of the family heart? We stand apart, we stand apart. Who tells the story of my long decline? It is mine, yeah, it is mine. Oh, my status is the baddest. My happiness is the saddest. Am I a coward or a traitor? I'm always at war with my nature. At 4 o'clock we got lessons at the pool. No one wants to go cause no one is a fool. Yet as a parent, well, you gotta try. You can't say why, you don't know why. Don't say that children are the hope for us all. It's not our call, that's not our call. Oh, my status is the baddest. My happiness is the saddest. Am I a coward or a traitor? I'm always at war with my nature.
Woke up this morning feeling like I never felt. Looked out a mirror, thought I saw somebody else. I'm walking tall ahead, I zero guilt. Cause who I am today, I feel. Don't be mine, cause everything works out for me. Right on time when supposed to be. I got pleasures by the way for me. I make no plans, I flow with the breeze. Cause everything works out for me. Right on time when supposed to be. I got patience by the way for me. I make no plans, I flow with the breeze. I watch my soul roll down the river and I see. No longer drowning, I'm as strong as I have ever been. The path is clear, blessings coming just for me. I share. Today I must celebrate that I'm free to be mine. Cause everything works out for me. Right on time when supposed to be. I got patience by the way for me. I make no plans, I flow with the breeze. Cause everything works out for me. Right on time when supposed to be. I got patience by the way for me. I make no plans, I flow with the breeze. If you fall, girl, you'll recover. Learn your lessons, take them, it's for free. Today's the day, the only moment. Leave your bag behind, take it from me. Don't be mad, cause everything works out for me. Right on time when supposed to be. I got patience by the way for me. I make no plans, I flow with the breeze. Cause everything works out for me. Right on time when supposed to be. I got patience by the way for me. I make no plans, I flow with the breeze. me. Right on time when supposed to be. Despite your sugar on chat, you see. I make no plans. Plans just come for me. They come for me.
That's blast.
That's working out the break room subwoofer here.
Yeah, it is.
You always forget how much power that thing packs because it's hidden under the folding table here. But
it can wibble and wobble.
They probably heard that all the way over in the baggage room.
They may have.
You had that bumping.
Hey.
Yeah?
Have you heard about events happening here in Tantramar?
I've heard of one or two.
Well, I got one for you. This one's going to be on Friday, the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at the Mount Allison Fine Arts Student Show and Sale. Not stale. Nothing's going to be stale.
Well, okay.
It is a sale, though. Cash only. It's 100% student run. That's going to be at the Party Crawford Center for the Arts. Don't see a price on it, so I think it's free to get in. Again, that's going to be...
Bring a pocket full of cash and leave with some art?
Bring your cash, leave with art. That's March 14th. That's going to be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. All-day event.
Mm-hmm.
You got some news?
Well, I was going to just shout out, I know we sometimes support live music here.
Yes.
Or at least the concept of live music.
Yes, at least the concept.
We don't host much here at the airport for obvious reasons.
But we like the idea of it.
Yeah, very much. And I think next weekend is the last weekend before St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
There's probably going to be, some music going on.
Yeah.
So we'll look into that, maybe. In fact, I know they're doing one Saturday night at Ducky's. I should have looked up the band name, but I saw a thing. Because it's fallen on a Monday this year, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be doing the St. Patrick's Eve show.
Yes, we will.
Maybe we'll lean into
some Irish jigs and gigs.
Jig night.
Jig night?
Jig and mackerel? No, anyway.
Anyway, hey, I was reading some CHMAFM.com news from Erica Butler.
Oh,
as I
our prime source of news.
Oh, the prime source of news for all the news in Tantramar, I would say. I think most would say. The Federal House Accelerator Fund has committed more than $2 million over the next 3 years to expedite construction for 67 homes in Amherst. You hear about this?
Good for Amherst. I did hear about this on the radio.
Yes.
Probably here on CHMA.
Probably.
But yeah, no, good for them for reaching out and getting that funding.
100%, because you do have to apply for it. We even talked last week that
Sackville or Tantramar had looked at it.
Has yet to do so.
Yeah.
But yeah, the money is tied to a list of actions that need to be done by the municipality, including increasing as of right density in residential zones and speeding up the permitting process for development. Amherst Mayor Rob Small tells CHMA that some of the requirements involve streamlining the red tape around development, things that many other municipalities across Canada actually already have in place.
Yeah.
So it's framework they can already build off of, luckily.
And just allowing them, and from what I understood and what I remember of hearing the radio article on that, was that it really just means that you can put more dwellings in a smaller lot.
Yeah.
So you could, maybe before where it was a single, now you can put a double, or a double would be a quad, and some space downtown in some of their heritage buildings on second and third floors that were not generally classed as residential could now be used as such, which is all stuff that makes sense in a housing crisis.
100%.
Obviously you can't go hog wild, but
no,
not a bad idea.
Some of the things that are going to be changed, as well as some of the things you've mentioned, is introducing an e-permitting system. That makes sense to me in the digital world. Waiving permit fees, as well as water and sewer costs for affordable housing. So if you're in affordable housing, you got some fees and installation costs waived, which is really nice.
That is a good idea.
And permit high density conversions, like you said, yes, of upper floors in the town's downtown zone. So that one was just worded a little bit differently.
Cool. Can I get an upstairs apartment in Dales?
Oh,
have you been, that building is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of having an outside facing window, I don't know if I actually wanted an inside facing window to just
the department store.
Yeah. But
that would be cool, though.
It's such a cool building.
It is, yeah. On the second, there is like the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
There are some offices kind of on the side.
Yeah,
you could.
I've been told by locals that the basement there is pretty wild as well.
Yeah, man, that place is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're already at Gold Stars.
Are we really?
Yeah, we did sports. We did a news.
Hey, man, I have it on pretty good authority that you like pizza.
That's very true.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure. I remember the staff pizza day here.
Yeah.
You were into it. Living your best life.
I do devour pizza.
Well, Thursdays, if you want a pizza, get on down to the snack shop. You get one between 3 and 7. They give up some money to the Tantramar Titans.
That's nice.
Who are in turn raising it for Lions sick kids.
That's great.
And other local charities, Sackville Memorial Hospital, which you and I have used.
Yep.
Friends of the Moncton Hospital.
Awesome.
Open Sky, which is here in town doing great work. So, like, just a good way to both support a local business, but support a local business that's trying to support some good local causes.
Yeah.
You know? So they're getting a gold star this week. They don't even have to split it on a pizza. They could put it on a pizza.
They could.
And then everyone could get a slice.
If you're listening.
Star Pizza.
Star Pizza.
Based on Captain America's shield technology.
Mine, I'm giving it because this week there was a lot of rec stuff going on in town. So I'm just giving it to the town rec workers who kind of, put the extra work in this week because all the kiddos were out. So there was a lot of extra activities for people to go to and, shouting out the people that put all of that stuff together.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for us too. They do it, we get the benefit from that stuff, right?
Yep.
So, hey, I got like a few promos to read. You got a promo?
Really? This week I'm slacking, so I don't have one queued up, but by the time you're done,
we'll have a promo. Okay.
Yeah.
So, formerly known as Under the Needle, live on KEXP brings you the very best of KEXP's world-renowned live, in-studio, and remote performances. Each week, we'll bring you a new live session from emerging artists to well-established acts spanning styles, genres, and cultures. They've had everyone from Macklemore, who's in the news again, Ryan Lewis, Florence and the Machine, the Lumineers, Monster and Men, Alt J, Arctic Monkeys, London Grammar, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Portugal the Man, who is coming to Harvest Festival. Formerly Harvest Jazz and Blues Festival.
Yeah.
Portugal the Man is headlining either Friday or Saturday, I think.
All right.
Yeah. Mac DeMarco, Alabama Shakes, The War on Drugs, Edward Sharp, The Magnetic Zero, Phoebe Bridges, Wilco, Alves, Dinosaur Jr., Robert Glasper Experiment, who are dope. By the way, The National, Boy Genius, Pixies, Fleet Foxes, The Hives, Father John Misty, Gary Clark Jr., The XX, Kamasi Washington, St. Vincent, Purity Ring. We got Canadian acts in there, Tegan and Sarah. Of course, Christian McBride, Jeremy Dutcher, Sloan.
Yep.
And everyone's favorite band, right, from Nova Scotia, Sloan. Not Sloan. Elephant Jim.
Elephant Jim is not from Nova Scotia.
Oh, that might be. How do you know?
Well, because...
we'd
know about it. We'd be playing math rock every week.
We would be. Right after that, Sundays at 8 p.m. right here at CHMA, we got Black Atlantic, a primarily Black Atlantic-centered podcast, website, and media channel with the goal of bringing Atlantic POZ voices to the world. Hosted by Clinton Davis and Hilary LeBlanc, Black Atlantic is a social purpose organization focused on providing platforms of perspective towards the diversity of being Black in Atlantic Canada while challenging common stereotypes. You can check them out at www.blackatlantic.ca. Follow them on Spotify and visit their YouTube page.
Cool.
Nailed that one.
They're putting in the work.
Yeah, they are putting in the work.
Yeah, they're not like us.
No.
They're coming with a level of organization we can only aspire to have.
We wish we had. Right after that, though, at 9 p.m. right here on CHMA, we got the Night Shift with Luca Capone.
Mm-hmm.
Luca Capone feverishly supports diverse, adventurous artists and musical genres, from psychedelic jazz to experimental hip-hop, tropicala to music concrete, with heavy focus on Canadian...
What is music concrete?
I have no clue, dude.
Really?
No.
Gosh, if you don't know, nobody knows, man.
I'll look it up.
You're well-versed in niche music genres.
I know. If I was to guess, right now, it's going to be some sort of mix between like probably New York reggae and like Cajun music. Like,
cool.
That's my guess.
All right.
Heavy focus on Canadian independent artists, heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. on CHMA. What do you got?
Oh, man. You know what? If we finish, folks, I've been reading a lot of time travel books lately.
Nice.
Because that's what I got. That's what I got on the last run. I thought I've been reading very like I'd been leaning pretty hard to the sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe I should take a break from the sci-fi.
Totally.
And lead into the time travel.
Yes. Well, I think right now is a good time to dream about being able to go to any other time.
I hadn't realized that it might be like subconsciously aspirational.
Yes.
But yeah, there's definitely times in history where people might want to live at a different time in history.
Yeah.
And without going into news,
right now
might be one of those times.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to help me forget all about it?
What?
For us, right after this, and for you folks, this would have been Thursday at 7. But by the time we're done here, get the studio cleaned up, studio break room.
Yes.
We'll be able to listen to Bonsai.
Yeah.
2 hours of rock.
Yeah.
You know what kind of rock?
All the rock.
All the rock. Classic rock. Newer rock. 30 years plus worth of rock.
Yeah.
And like insightful comments and stories about it. Bonsai, man, he's been at it for a minute. He's like quite good at this.
Yes. Been doing it for longer than a lot of people who go to this school.
Yeah.
Have been alive.
Yeah. 3 decades.
Yeah. That's insane.
Of rock knowledge. The kind of rock knowledge geologists only dream of.
They could only hope for.
Yeah.
This man has forgotten more about rock than geologists could ever know.
So tune in. Either with your time machine back to Thursday night, which is now for us.
Yep.
Or with your regular traveling through time machine,
which is
your
just
human
living
body.
Yes.
Thursday evening.
Your mortal coil.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks to CHMA for putting up with us. I mean, hosting us.
Check them out at chmafm.com and CHMA on all the socials.
Yeah.
You cannot check us out on the socials. Do yourself a favor and
get off the socials.
Do not delete your accounts is what you should do. Delete all of your accounts and just go outside. You know, next time you want to go on social media,
go outside instead.
Literally just step outside and look around.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Throw away your television while you're at it.
Yep. Only radio and books.
Radio and books to get you far. Play us out with a tune. Good night, folks.
Dodging demons, cannons, and the knives. You can see, you think it's real, cause you feel it in your insides. Who'll question human anatomy? Step back and take a little look at what you think is going on in your reality. Step back and take a little look at what you think is going wrong. There's a lesson that you learn when you are young. Don't believe in every little thing that you see. Should have told you it's the same in your own head. If you believe it's probably gonna be the way you feel. Step back and take a little look at what you think is going on in your reality.
Here's to Paddy Hyde, he's a sporting young blade, and when he grows up he'll have a fine crew of maids. And if they do die, sure it will break his heart, from carrying them starrigans down Tom Critch's path. And hooray for Paddy Hyde and his turnbys. He went over to Purlican, he walked very stiff. Joey Barrett told him he had a noble fine skiff. For the sake of $2 I'll hire her to you. She'll just suit you, Paddy, you got a sly crew. And hooray for Paddy Hyde and his skiff boys. He went out to the harbour, he went out in time. 'Twas over to Johnny Nails for to get some old twine. He got an old leader and a piece of a net, and only for to see, well, he would have it yet. And hooray for Paddy Hyde and his twine boys. Now Paddy come home, got to work at his trap. He was the whole spring, never put on his cap. He says to Marianne, it will be a good thing, but if I do nothing, 'twill be a gone spring. And hooray for Paddy Hyde and his trap boy. Was finished, Paddy had near man, was up to John Miller, he quickly ran. He says to John Miller, will you give me your son? And now the 3 quintals I will give you one. And hooray for John Miller, he's coming. He put out his trap on the very next day, and the wind from the northern did a hove a big sea. It hove a big sea and the trap it got tore. Paddy was forced to land it on the shore. And hooray for Mag Rice, he is mending. Now Paddy went down, got to work in Blakely. He says to Marianne, we will get 23. We'll get 23 as sure as you're born. They had 3 skip loads the very next morn. And hooray for Marianne, she is splitting. But that was the last that poor Paddy had got. He lost all his gear and his punchy upside. His punchy upside, and he lost all his gear. That clued up Paddy for trapping that year. And hooray for poor Bo, he's gone chicken.
We're definitely not doing a bit afterwards that I'm editing in right now.
Well, because we said we were going to talk about the ECMAs because it is drama filled.
Yes, you
it's
told me
not really local news.
I didn't know about this at all. So.
Okay, so artists are pulling their submissions out, and like some pretty well known ones. So like Wolfcastle,
yes,
played on this show multiple times.
Yes,
creator of bangers. And other people, and apparently the person who was elected the lead, or maybe the organizer for the ECMA for the last few years, who, by their testimony and accounts, had done an excellent job of bringing in, from how I understood it with the interview that I heard and what I read that was written by Wolfcastle, it was like, you know, the ECMAs in the past have been very traditional to what we would consider like Atlantic Canadian music or East Coast music, right? So it's going to go to Celtic roots. It's going to go to folk. It's going to go to maybe some country.
Yeah.
But in the past few years, there's been a real effort because, the Maritimes is diverse now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to have that represented in the ECMAs.
Totally.
There was a lady whose name escapes me at the minute. If had I known we were really going to have this conversation, I would have looked it up.
Totally.
I was in charge, ran it for the last couple of years, saw a lot of growth in the non-mainstream categories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the ECMA board of directors was like, you're no longer here.
Nice.
And because this person had been in, effectively in charge, the face of the operation, had developed close ties with many artists.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them feel that they were never explained why this person was let go from the position.
Totally, yeah.
So just kind of an act of, not solidarity maybe, but an act of, we would like to see more transparency in the future.
Yeah,
and
totally.
When the only card you play or have to play is to say, I'm not showing up to play.
Yeah, I don't have to, so I'm not going to.
That's
it's
it.
my ball and I don't want to.
So, and I think every business, every industry, everything is about the people. People don't do business with businesses. People do business with people. And I think especially in arts and music, that's probably amplified.
Yeah, I would say so.
So when you get someone that, many artists felt was doing a great job and wasn't there anymore, it's like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
I would think that pissing off musicians is a tough tough way to go, you know.
Especially if you're like a music awards.
Yeah, especially if you're a music awards, and especially like I don't mean to generalize. Like, and I don't mean to imply they might not be level-headed, but there are people who are generally like, I'm going to say well-spoken and have a venue to express their opinions.
Yeah.
You know? So that's a little bit of ECMA drama this year.
Man, I hope next year, like, the winner of the ECMAs is just like some ECMA slander banger. Like,
yeah. I
like
don't
United
know.
breaks guitars, but for ECMAs.
Like for ECMAs.
Yeah.
Atlantic Canada breaks the ECMAs.
Yes, that's what I want. United breaks guitar. Yeah. Oh, man.
You write it. And I'll submit it for you.
Please do.
The Midgic Airport Lounge Band presents
ECMAs breaks ECMAs.
Yeah.
I saw the United plays guitar guy.
Really?
Like live, yeah.
Really? Where?
For a kids concert at one of the local schools. And it was dope.
Yeah?
He was really good, yeah.
Huh.
So, and I was like, oh, man. Yeah, I guess, like, kids musician, like, entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Probably brings in a decent amount of money.
Maybe.
I hope so. Dude's super talented.
Yeah. Hey, it's working for Fred Penner.
Yeah, really. Honestly, yeah. And he's still going.
Hook us as kids. We're hooked for life.
Yeah. He was a headliner for Evolve for years.
Oh, a lot of years. Yeah, he has to have played Sackville at some point.
Oh, I'm sure he has. I'm sure he's done Sackville.
Which would allow us under your new rule to play a Fred Penner tune some night.
But only if he was coming here.
Oh, we have to wait till it's a preemptive play.
Yeah.
Having played here in the past is not sufficient.
No. It has to be like coming up. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. All right. I understand your rule better now.
See? Yeah. It makes more sense now.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to cut it here.
Yeah. Cut it because it's only going to get worse.
Like,